You built everything while you ain't touched. Y'all, this indoctrination, the shit is serious. George Washington is not the white man that you see. The real George Washington was a Negro. And this George Washington that we know of today predates back to England.
So, Empress, I did find the boat. I did find the boat in my history.
What boat was it? Where was the boat going?
The boat landed at Ellis Island from England, and we were not on it.
Is right.
With white people. This right here was a white takeover, a white supremacist takeover to the melanated people. And then I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. I'm gonna let you hear it real quick before I let Chiwana go ahead and cook real quick. Listen at this.
Abraham Lincoln printed millions in government-issued notes, bypassing European banks to fund the Civil War. 5 days after the war ended, he went to Ford's Theater. President McKinley said the gold standard, while others favored a central bank with a flexible currency. It wasn't long before an anarchist was led into his rally. 3 business titans allegedly opposed the creation of an American central bank. They all took an unsinkable ship owned by J.P. Morgan. He was supposed to go with them, but canceled last minute. That ship was called the Titanic, and the Federal Reserve was founded the next year. Senator Huey Long rallied against the Fed and tried to cap America's wealth. He was shot inside Louisiana's capital. His gunman was killed instantly, with no autopsy, lost evidence, and conflicting ballistics. Congressman Louis McFadden accused the Federal Reserve of high treason for causing the Great Depression. He collapsed after a banquet. The official story? Heart attack. JFK signed an executive order giving the Treasury power to issue silver certificates and bypass Fed-issued notes. You know how this ends. Congressman Larry McDonald, a fierce critic of all global banking elites, boarded Korean Airlines Flight 007. The plane accidentally veered into Soviet airspace. All 269 souls died, and Moscow held the black boxes for a decade before releasing edited data. Thomas Sankara, president of Burkina Faso, rejected IMF and World Bank loans. Shortly after, he was assassinated in a coup. His successor immediately took the loans. By the year 2001, very few countries didn't have Western-controlled central banks. Afghanistan and Iraq were 2 of them. All they needed was an excuse. The ruler of Libya, Gaddafi, proposed a gold-backed African dinar to replace the dollar for oil. NATO intervened in Libya's civil war, and Gaddafi was killed. Libya got a new central bank.
Why did I play that? Because this money is a note. I just told you that. It's not real. Kennedy undone this shit, and they knocked Kennedy off. It was undone for approximately 6 months. It's the only time our people were really free. 6 months. He reprinted the money without federal. And some of y'all talk about federally recognized. Man. Did y'all hear? Did y'all hear the video?
This is a mic drop.
It was clear.
Crystal.
It is.
Wow.
Silver and gold was a certificate. It wasn't what y'all think it is. It was a certificate of freedom. Absolutely. It was all a certificate of freedom. Putin don't have no ties to the American. Putin don't own the Americans. The 13 families does. The Dunbus family own the most part of the Americans. Even British, they own British ass too. And these people ain't nowhere near the Europeans. Do you understand what I'm saying? You might need to take a look into Greenland and see why Trump is really going so hard at Greenland. Because there is a passage from Greenland to come over here. That's right, the DuPonts. I don't know nothing about Africa, baby. I'm not from Africa. All these questions you got for the African people, them Kenyans, them byways, you need to go find a live. This is the Indigenous American Indian live. You know something that we don't know? You can come up and tell us. And make sure you got some receipts to back that shit up.
Especially when you speak of the land of exile. Skull Island.
Oh, I got
Forbidden land.
Hold up. Skull Island was right here in Georgia. Hold up. I got something for you.
Bankers met in secret on Jekyll Island, Georgia. They wrote the Federal Reserve Act. Congress passed it on December 23rd, 1913, while most members were home for Christmas. The architect, Paul Warburg, one of the robber baron families. While Rockefeller, Rothschild, Morgan, and DuPont bought America during the Depression, Warburg built the system to control it forever. The Federal Reserve prints money. But it's not government money, it's debt. Bankers met in secret on Jekyll Island, Georgia. They wrote the Federal Reserve Act. Congress passed it on December 23rd, 1913, while most members were home for Christmas. The architect, Paul Warburg, one of the robber bankers met in secret.
I got a whole study about Paul Warburg. He was tied in with the Germans. He was part of the erasure too.
Mark Wahlberg, that's your people?
I got a whole study on this man. Jacqueline Island, Georgia. This shit took place right here in Georgia. So if you still got some receipts, make sure you bring them up. We'd love to hear them. That way you can explain to us why we in this damn situation. Because I know why we in this situation. I want to hear your thoughts on it. Go ahead. She want to go.
No, I was just going to speak on just like you was talking about the word slave, and it's a trigger word. That's what it forms. A trigger is a trigger word for us. It's like a memory, a bad memory, and that's what they're putting out there as a trigger word. That's just like the term or the word 9/11, 911. As soon as you hear that word 911, people get the EBGBs. It just is a trigger word, and these folks knew how to use trigger words to upset us, and not only that, to trigger our emotional sensor. And they know this word don't mean anything. They know this word is no good. It's just a word that they put that spell on to captivate the people. So we got to be mindful of these words, mindful of what we say, mindful of what we listen to, what our kids listen to. Because anybody out here in my family say, we will slave, I correct them right off the bat. Hey, hold on a goddamn minute now. Where you get this slave shit from? I'm 5 generations deep, 5 matriarchs. I ain't found one yet, and I'm not going to find one.
Hold on, you said something. I had stepped away. I stepped in the kitchen. Did you say 9/11?
Yep.
Wait a minute. Did you say 911?
911.
So, hold up. Hold the fuck up.
Go ahead. I know what you're talking about. Yep.
New York was hit on 9/11, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, how did Afghanistan make it to New York really quickly to bomb New York? It's the silence. It's a moment of silence.
Yeah, because 9/11.
I'm just
inside the job.
Yep. And what was supposed to be up under those towers?
no. It was never that plane didn't come from no goddamn Afghanistan. That plane came from here.
Yeah, the government inside job.
Inside job. Yep.
While Bush was there reading a book to the children in school.
He was fidgeting his ass off. Because he knew what was about to happen.
He sure was.
Because when he got because when he got the call, what he did.
He sat there and continued reading that book.
Yeah, because he knew what happened. He knew he knew it was going to be what was being carried out.
Exactly.
And the surrender on the side, but that's it. But I think for this song, when you said Deal Demi, I thought, oh, that's so smart, right? Because the richness of the Deal Demi can really allow the topic.
And all I need them to do is find those 21 and 24 tractor trailer full of money and gold that was in Kuwait. That's what I want them to find. That was
through America, right? Africa got like 2, maybe 3.
They ain't even got no fresh water.
We got sustainable rivers, like you can fish, you can farm, you can do all of that shit from our rivers, right? They don't have that shit. They our people.
And where's the Garden of Eden in Africa at? Where's all the fruits and vegetables and shit growing over there? They ain't got no shit over there growing like that.
And why the fuck they had to get all the plants over here if the fucking Garden of Eden was in Africa? Why the fuck we send
why they hungry
of dirt and animals and people and shit?
They hungry right now.
When you look at it from those lenses, you look at it from that point of view, it's like, okay, so damn. So my grandfather then was right when they told me that
so much nonsense. Mary Magdalene is not related to me. You going to hell. It's just that simple. Take Tia's name out of book of life. Her ass denying Christ in front of the fucking eyes of the people and in front of the Father. It's time for her ass to go. It's just that simple. The Bible came and gave y'all all the keys, told y'all the stories, and then now y'all let the white people convince y'all that y'all not in it. And now y'all gonna come to us and say, it's not true. You going to hell. You're going to hell. You're not going to make it. Not saying you're going to be condemned to hell. It's going to say you're going to be suffering forever because you don't get it. Not because you don't agree with me, because you don't agree with God. This is God's information, not mine. I'm just transferring it to y'all. I'm just sharing the information that was given to me. So a white man came to you and said, God said this, God said that, and you believed it. The white man said Mary Magdalene is a hoe. And because they said she a hoe, you don't want her to be your grandmother. But regardless, she is. Unless you African. Maybe you African, Tia. Yeah, they did. They told you what they told you in that Bible. The stuff you believe about Christianity is what they told you. They told you that Mary Magdalene was a hoe. They told you that Jesus was the Savior and that you got to believe in him to get to heaven. You got to believe in yourself. He said even people will do greater feats than me if you got faith. He said if you got faith as small as a mustard seed that you can tell a mountain to be moved and it'll move. But how many of y'all ever told a mountain to move? How many of y'all ever picked up one stone to start moving the mountain? How many of you ever had faith that you can move the mountain? That's why you don't do it, because you don't believe you can do it. Ye of little faith. He spoke about that too. He said, ye of little faith. He said, haven't I told you that you are all gods? You don't believe that either. You believe that the white man is God. You believe that the government is God. You believe that your parents is God. You believe that your teachers and your doctors is God. But who's God? You.
And you can't say grandmama been wrong this whole time. So, grandma always tell you something. She be like, baby, where you think that come from? What book the grandma always has? Now, I ain't saying grandma's quoting everything in the book, but the wisdom that she do give you from the book, I mean, yeah, the shit works. Yeah, the shit works.
For instance, Proverbs is a book of lessons. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, woe to he who walks in crooked lines as opposed to him who walks straight. You can tell about a person by the which way they sway. Psalms is definitely a book of spells. What else was it? Like, greater is it to have a good name than to have wealth. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
And can I say something?
It's the book of law. Go ahead.
Pope Gregory the First, right, for Mary Magdalene. He's the one that told the story. He mixed her with another woman in the Bible and turned her into the prostitute. He made that up. He's the one that did that.
There definitely was a couple of hoes named Mary.
She wasn't none of that. She's just from a place called Magdala. And they were farming, fishing people. They were good people. And she was good people.
She was definitely good people because you see how niggas protected her after that, nigga?
Yeah, the Pope put that over her, that name. And everybody just ran with it.
Typical Pope shit. Tia.
It was not real. But you have been trained in the mind. And half of you, and before I show you the root stack, a lot of you guys, you get these Uncle Ruckus up here. You get the teaching. This is what happens to you. This is what happens to you when you are indoctrinated. You get to love the YT man so much that you believe that he's God. He cannot lie to you. His science will always be ahead of what you are teaching. Because you have learned that he is more superior than you in the mind of their teaching. You out here thinking you are everything. Oh, you just a slave. You was buried in your grave. Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. I told people all the time how people, the biggest teacher to white supremacy is not the white man. YT man is not the teacher of white supremacy. It's his mother. The very first connection to a man is his mother, not the father. It's the mother, because the connection is in the womb. A connection in relationships is in the womb. Whatever that you get, whatever things that you get from your mother, not your daddy. You get it from your mama. Because your mama is mostly with you. Your daddy out there working. You heard me? Your daddy out there grinding, but your mama is with your badass. You heard me? Shout out to Chief E.J. Smoke. But your mama was with your badass while daddy was out there working and doing what he had to do. Your daddy ain't there. Your mama was there. So the very first influence that you get is from your mama. So we talked about these things. And let me tell you something. You don't tell me to calm down You don't tell a wild Indian to calm down, a Creole man from Louisiana to calm down. If you don't like my energy, the same way you walked your ass in, the same way you could walk your fucking ass out. Because if I intimidate you, if I make you feel uncomfortable, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. That's a you problem. Because you got self-issues with yourself. Don't be trying to tone me down, baby. You heard me? Don't try to tone me down. Go tone your mama down. Go tone your daddy down. Don't come over here fucking with me. That's y'all problem now. Y'all bring y'all ass here trying to tell a grown-ass man what to say and what to do in his motherfucking life. Some of y'all ain't even, ain't ruling your own house, ain't even a leader of your own house, but you want to be a leader on social media. You want to get in a motherfucking chat and want to have a voice on a fucking damn social media platform. But you're not even a leader at fucking home. But you won't tell me about me. Oh, it's that deep. Because you don't come into somebody's house telling them to tone down. Respectively. I don't go to your panel telling you what to fucking say and what to fucking do on your shit. This America, Jack. That's how you know who's for you. That's how you know who's your people. That's how you know. Because anybody know the people from the South is different. Everybody knows the differences of people. You don't tell a person from New York to shut the fuck up. People from Harlem to shut the fuck up. People from New York, they're wild. You don't tell a Baltimore chick that she need to quiet down. We don't tell Baltimore people to quiet down. We don't tell people from Philly that they need to shut the fuck up. We don't tell a Miami soldier that they need to be quiet. Somebody from Tallahassee, they need to shut the fuck up. Somebody from Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi. You don't tell them people, Tennessee, you don't tell them people to shut the fuck up. Or tone them fucking down because they're going to get louder. You don't tell a person from California that they too loud. People from Detroit. I always told people, I said, you know what? My information ain't for everybody. All energy ain't for everybody. All energy ain't for everybody. Everybody does not resonate with you. Everybody not gonna fucking love you. That's why I never worried about the numbers. You ever think I worry about if I got 100 people or 40 people in my motherfucking chat? The same way these motherfuckers came in this bitch, the same way they gonna walk the motherfucker out. And they gonna go to the next person. That's your personal motherfucking choice. That's your right in this country. And this is a universe. This app is universal. I don't beg for numbers. And I knew it had to be Karen. I knew it was a Karen that was telling a black man, tone it down. I knew it had to be Karen. I knew it. You notice, Karen is always intimidated from a black man. You gotta start talking quiet around Karen. She gonna go around and say, she gonna tell Massa on me. See, Karen, let me tell you what Karen gonna do. Karen gonna go say, I made
24 people to act as a clerk today. I'll be one. I have my paperwork. I'm going to tell you what you need. We need 24 packets done the same exact way for our $1 million per hour. We got to do this every day in here. Okay, this is a trustee meeting, so come on in. Do not leave. I'm telling you, this is real money. We're going to process this every day. So the first thing we would need to do is we need 24 people. The first. You're going to be an agent for this company. You're going to be a transport agent. We're travelers and settlers in here. We're going to get our foreign grantors trust together. All right. And we're going to donate this $1 million to this organization, Earnesty. All 24 people. Everybody can do it if you want to. You need a $1 money order. You need to make copies of the front and back of that $1 money order, at least 2 copies. You need a change of address form for your estate, your all caps name estate. You're going to need an assumed name. Okay, you need an assumed name or a DBA. You're going to do that on the county level. All right. Is everybody ready? You need some stamps. Now, where are my... Hold on. Registered mail slips. I gotta find some red registered mail slips. Thought I had a roll of those. Okay, yeah. Yeah, do you got it? What about the musa?
Because they coming.
See, I know my family is indigenous because my last name was on Walter Plecker's hit list. My last name is Dennis. It was on his hit list.
Man, that's deep. And you know it's crazy too. Why we can't? I don't know if this is TikTok friendly. But yo, I mean, like, I felt the type of way that we don't know who his peoples is. Like, what's the Plecker people? Y'all niggas, you know what I mean? We got a conversation to have with you motherfuckers. Like what say ye, cracker? Because these people, they know, some of them know. Yo, there's a white T guy that be on TikTok, and he be teaching us stuff. Like, oh, yeah, the Black Americans are this, and I'm like, all right, I'm watching this live, I'm tapping and all of that. And as he's talking, I realize he's selling this stuff. So I went into the chat, and I'm like, yo, so your people did all of this stuff, and you know it, and you've uncovered it. And now you're here trying to make it seem like you're being a good Samaritan by telling us about the things that your people lied about, but on the back end being like, yo, buy my book and pay for my service, my monthly service, so you could get updated information on who you are. It's like, yo, these people.
Move forward as a people, because it's not that we're their employees. The United States government is our employees. We the people employ the U.S. Now, they take their funds by pretending to be a corporation, and they said that they were a country, but they're not a country. Okay, the United States of America is not a country, and we are citizens or nationals of the United States. Okay, look, it says possessing constitutional rights, not subject or employees. While most nationals are subjects of the Empire of Kingdom of Morocco. That's how you became a national to begin with. So if we don't study this stuff right here, you're going to go down a rabbit hole the wrong way, because they're going to teach it to you in public school. They're only teaching you how to be an employee, which you are not at birth. At birth, you can't be an employee. You can't be a subject or an employee. Right there, it tells you right there, you can't be an employee. So then why do they teach you this in public school? Because our parents signed you up for a birth certificate, and they don't know what they signed up for the birth certificate for. They don't know what the birth certificate is. Most people in this live do not even know what the birth certificate is. You don't know why you have one. You think you do, but you don't really have an idea. A birth certificate is part of your identifier for the SESKV Trust. And the SESKV Trust is out of England. It's not even something that's American. So follow me, y'all. Let's go. All right, welcome in, guys. Come on in, power tapping, sharing, and gifting. This is how most stimulus checks are paid with this IRS code
Treasury 310 followed by a code like tax refund or something like that. That's kind of right. I have a stimulus check from 2022 and 2023 and it wasn't labeled like that. So that's why I went down this rabbit hole to try to figure out how can we get paid from them. It's because they committed insubordination. They're insubordinate. They said they were going to do one thing, and they're doing a different thing right in our faces. So they owe us money back because we paid them to do a job, and now we're getting a refund because the job wasn't done. Does that make sense? It's like a store. If you don't like the clothes, you're going to ask for a refund, and that's what happened. So they committed insubordination, okay? Not treason, but it is treason on another level, but it's called insubordination because they work for us. Does that make sense? The government is employed by the people through the post office. The post office is our post, is our office, is where everybody should be at 18 years old. You should register as the administrator or the executor to your account. They tricked everybody in America, and they even put out information right in the post office talking about selective service system. I have a copy of that here to show everybody in the live how they are using American people to run their schemes, to run their scams right here in our country, right? And these scams are for England. They're not for America. So why are they in our post office? Huh? This is America. So why do we speak English? Okay, come on, guys. Power tap the screen, subscribe to the channel. Let's get it today. Today, we have to really make some millionaires. I told y'all yesterday, everybody who was in my live yesterday, you guys are already millionaires. Just work on your processes. We're going to practice on those money orders, putting our bills in our EPS account. All right, you're going to tender the payment for the bill. It's a special deposit into your EPS account. If I was you, I would actually write the word special deposit on my memo, put the money amount. Let me go ahead and do that right now, and I'm going to show it to y'all in blue ink. I don't have a green pen for the money amount, so I'm going to leave that blank. But it's going to say special deposit. The money amount, and I'm going to write as tender of payment. Okay. And then on the other side, I'm going to show y'all. I always put my EPS number or the account number for the bill company on the top line. So once you put the name paid to COUNT, then put the number sign and then put the account number. Beside that, you're going to put the EPS account number. Okay, do not run them into each other. So I'm going to show you guys. So put a mark between them. EPS number, I know mine by heart, 1000309-143, and that is Ernesty. Ernesty is the nickname on the account. So I'm going to write that up here also. Just read what's on the screen if you guys are just coming in while I fill this paperwork out. And I'm going to show you guys, I need y'all to have a $1 money order, and you need the money order with the amount of the bill on it if you actually have a bill. All right, if you have a bill, you need to make it for the amount that they say is due, because you're going to start saving. I'm going to help you guys to start saving based off the information that I'm going to share with y'all today. So this is a selective service application. How many of you have seen one before? It says at 18 years old, it's the law. You have to fill this out. Well, what about just filling out a change of address form like this? The post office has these. They went out their way to waste their money to solicit and do a commercial here yet again in our post office. Who told them to do this? They did the same thing to the Mexicans. Now they're trying to ice them out of America. But they were just giving the Mexicans $6,000 to be here. Did y'all know that? $6,000 of our money to be here. Now they're trying to use ICE, in my opinion, this is just all my opinion, they're trying to use ICE to get them out of here to act like they're doing something. Remember I told y'all they always trying to act like they the fucking hero, like they saved the day, but they got Munchausen syndrome by proxy. They created this problem. You see, they create a problem, and then they act like they're saving us from the problem they created, and y'all don't even know that they created the fucking problem. Tap the screen, share the live out. We need 100K right now. We need everybody to tap the screen up so we can get to 100K. So this is men, 18 and 25 years. You can handle this. Read it, fill it, mail it. Register. It's quick, it's easy, it's the law. It's right there on the front. You see what it says? It's not God's law. God didn't tell y'all to go and be played like a video game and die, lose your leg, lose your arm, get impaled by something and be hurting for the rest of your life. Like my Uncle Bill sitting up in the bed and people don't even call, they don't check on him. They talking about 30% of disability. We got him to 90%, but they need to give him 100% disability. They give him a hard time. He don't have no house. We have to be going out our way to get a caregiver all the time. It's a mess. So this right here is a no. Okay, if your ass is able and well off, like you're able-bodied, don't do this shit. Okay, do not do this. The benefit is not a benefit. It's not benefiting. Now, if you go through the processes and be with them like 24/7, like on the phone and through, because that's what we have to do. Our whole life is in go for my Uncle Bill, who's in the military, who he got out, him and my Uncle Jack and my mama. They all got all these issues and problems and stuff or whatever, and then they got to keep contacting these people to get services and to get help and all that stuff or whatever. But you can go through the post office on your own incognito with this. Okay, a change of address form. If you have any addresses on your credit report right now, you want to change the address to the post office. Okay, I'm going to help everyone in here know. Everyone that has a birth certificate, you are included in the Says KB Trust. Okay, so we're supposed to be the money. We're the like the gold mine. Okay, we're everything. Did y'all just see that? I don't know what that was, but it was something that it was like. I just saw it. But I'm going to check my video and see. 7:17. Okay. The Says KB Trust is over in we have the assets. That's a good, thank you. So an ass is like a donkey. We're the workhorse, basically. And then they made us feel like the people that came from England, people that came from Britain, they came over here. Okay. There are servicemen and women. That's what police, sheriffs, everybody is supposed to be our servicemen and women. They're supposed to be helping us. There are aides. Like, they gave us aides. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be our servicemen and women, but they're doing service to, they're our custodians, but they're not. They don't want to be our custodians. They don't want to be our help. They don't want to be the butlers. They don't want to be the hospital, like for real. They work in the hospital, but they mad, so they are in there figuring out ways of poisoning people, doing like they are. This ain't no alleged. They doing this shit, okay? Like real people shit. They're doing everything. The ones that's not good, because all kin folks ain't skin folks. I mean, all skin folks ain't kin folks, and it's people who think like when they get into a trustworthy situation, they're gonna take advantage of it. Okay, most of them are colonizers. They come from other places. When they find out that if they don't have a smidge of the nigga blood, that they not a part of this Says KB Trust, they don't have funds already, and our job is to protect these funds from the people who came from England. They didn't like the fact that England did this with us, right? Did this. We have a Says KB Trust. So a lot of them, they left England and they ended up over here anyway. They ended up right over here on our shores. This is a big old place. And they might have been trying to go somewhere totally different. Okay? But they ended up in America. That's how big America really is. Y'all just don't know. The United States of America is a smidget. It's a small part. America is 3 different continents. If the water wasn't here, it would be massive. It's massive over here. Okay? It's big. It's a kingdom. All right? This is the empire of the Kingdom of Morocco. And so England is an empire also. I don't know what it's called, Great Britain, the Kingdom of Great Britain or something. And this over here is a kingdom also. So let's talk about the kingdom of the empire of the Kingdom of Morocco, because a lot of y'all have never even heard that. Do y'all know that the United States of America is Tartaria? It is this is the empire of the Kingdom of Morocco, and it's different lands that actually we're all related and we're royals. Okay, England, the people who are over in England, they actually named Europe Europe after one of our young princesses that we sold, basically, because slavery was not looked at as a bad thing. We did this so that we could tie people together. It wasn't supposed to be a bad thing how people see it now. We did this for our bloodline to continue. They sold a young girl, Europa, to England, and that's how they called Europe, because of this trade that happened with this young girl. Okay, and this SKB Trust was created from her people. Europa was brown. The kingdom of England is ours also, because we came out of Europa. The people who came out of Europa, her grandchildren, her great grandchildren, the people who came out of her. Okay, from her reign, from the whole reign, they still call Europe today because of this brown lady. Okay, we were Moors. We came from Tartaria. We have great bloodline. Our history was rich. We have royalty that goes way back. It spans tens of hundreds of thousands of years. We're not slaves, like they try to say. Some people do become slaves because you're mischievous ways or because you're not intelligent. All right, intelligence is the only thing that can keep you from being killed. Intelligence is the only thing that can keep you from being hurt, harmed, or whatever. You have to be highly intelligent. All right, you have to know what to say, when to say it, when not to say anything. You have to know when to not appear, not to show up, not to be in person. And that's what we're going to talk about in here. We had 178 amazing people in here. So let's crack some codes and let's get down to the nitty gritty. We are well off. This organization is called Earnesty, not Wakanda, but we can do it. This is Earnesty, EARNESTY. It's all caps. Can everybody in the chat please put Earnesty in the chat for me? And let's tap to 100K. Let me see if y'all can do that. Let's do that together. Tap this screen to 100K and put the word Earnesty in the chat. Can you copy and paste the word Earnesty 10 times? Put it in all caps. And I'm going to teach you guys what it means to be a part of an organization, an organized organization like Earnesty. All right. We talk about upper echelon things in society that's going to help you establish your estate and trust. So you guys are going to be some of the richest people in America just from being in this live. All right. Thank you guys. Earnesty in all caps. Let me know that y'all agree. Put Earnesty in the chat. Earnesty means serious and sincere. So if you're serious and sincere about being rich, wealthy, well off, being wealthy means well and healthy together. So that's why I'm trying to use words that's going to manifest these things in your life with my power, with the power that's vested in me. I'm going to show you some things that I have accomplished, things that I have done, and I want you guys to do the same. Let's work together as a team. Everybody who is anybody is going to be in this live at 10 o'clock. Right now, we're just doing some prerequisites up until 10 o'clock until we get to the paperwork. Let's go, guys. Everybody power tapping. I see you, Krista Love. I see you, Shania, Shani. Is Enterprise. Let's go. All right. If you haven't already gotten into the business customer gateway at the USPS, we're going to do that right now at 7:30. All of y'all who don't have a BCG account in America, if you're in the United States of America, or if you have this in your country, you need to check it out and see if you can do it. Let me know what city and state you guys are in also. I see y'all putting Earnesty in the chat. Now, where are you from? What city and state are you in America? Have all your paperwork done. Let's go, BJ. All right, I expect that paperwork along with your EPS account number. Okay, EPS account number. Okay, a screenshot of your EPS account number. I need EPS account number. Okay, a screenshot of your EPS account number. I need all of that paperwork to come to my phone. You're gonna put it in a file folder. Okay, then you're going to save it to your drive. Save it to your Google Drive. Send the entire Google Drive over to my phone. My phone number is in the email that I'm giving out. The email is $120 for your dues for Earnesty, okay? And then once you pay your dues, I'm going to send you the paperwork. I'm going to get you guys started. We're going to do this money order and all of the processing for the bills in the live. So come to the live every day, and we're going to work on your bills. We're going to work on your BCG account if you don't have one, the people who are just coming in. So I got a process. Let's get 200 people in the live. Everybody hold the screen down for a few seconds and share this live out. If you follow me, I'm going to give you a follow back. Y'all, I'm going to make this real easy, and it's only going to take 30 minutes for the first part. We're going to do the BCG setup so that you can become a millionaire. Hey, Lorena. Hey, Camille. Hey, Chief Go-Getter. Justice, I'm following you back. If you have not followed me or you're private, I'm going to block you. If you're private, you stay private. I'm going to block you. Or you can go get unprivate and then give me a follow and follow everybody in the room. I can't play with y'all like that. We're grown. Everybody in here, I'm 43. So at 43, I was a millionaire at 23. What y'all think I'm trying to be at 43? So I don't have time to play. And I don't have to know anybody. If y'all not trying to get no money reserve list, I really don't need to know you, okay? Because you're already on a list, but I want to make sure you're on the right one, okay? We're going to be on the Federal Reserve team. That's one of the highest teams. Like, we're brokers, okay? We're going to be making sure that everybody in the United States have what they need. It is our obligation. It's your responsibility to make sure you're not what they consider broke, that you're banking. We're going to make sure that everybody we come in contact with is banking. So nobody who knows me can say, oh, I'm broke, girl. I don't have it. That's crazy. How does anybody that know you don't have some money? Like, that don't even make sense. It don't matter if you like them or not. You should gift them, because that is stupid. I don't want nobody that know me to not know how to do certain things with their credit. I want you to know how to take debt off your credit report. I want you to, like, second nature. I don't want you out here paying somebody every time something is not right, okay? It's just crazy. So I'm going to teach you guys through this manual. It's called Understanding the Executor Office and Use of the Executor Letter. And then all you have to do is pass this information on to the next person. Make it easy on your life. This is one stream of income, one stream of compensation. Let me not say income. One stream of compensation you don't want to miss out on, okay? Every enterprise that's out there, if you can understand it, if it will increase your life, you need to try to be a part of it. You can be a part of as many enterprises as possible. Going through the post office, every business in the United States of America is listed through that post office. So what you want to do is you want to be listed as a business also. So they will come and communicate with you. That you can be a vendor, and then that way you can discharge all of your debts as public debts through the Department of the Treasury. All right, the IRS Treasury. Everybody put that in the chat. IRS Treasury. This is probably the first time y'all seen this. I'm going to show it to y'all off to the internet. IRS Treasury is real. This is how you get your stimulus checks from the IRS Treasury. They come together to give you a stimulus check because we are their superiors. They're our subordinates. All right. The stimulus checks are because they're being insubordinate. They're stealing money. They're taking money from us in ways they shouldn't. And we haven't claimed it yet. We haven't reported them yet. Everybody, make sure you give me a follow and follow the people that's in the room with you. Let's 65 that we're being mail fraud, security frauded. We're being defrauded out of our money. What do y'all think going to happen with the government? People going to lose their job. People finna lose their head. People finna lose their job and they motherfucking head. I said people finna lose their job. People finna lose their head. People finna lose their job and they motherfucking heads. Y'all just think I'm playing, but I'm not. These people already dead. They already sleeping in their grave because what they did was they committed treason against the American people who have a birth certificate. Y'all just don't know it. Y'all still sitting around here acting like y'all don't know them Epstein files finna get people head cut off, baby. Some folks is dying. There's people trying to fight for their life right now because they know that nigga. Association is everything across the nation. Who you're married to, who you're hanging around, who you spend your time with. Yep, it's very important because it can make or break your life. Going on vacation with people, it can be your last day. Okay, remember that girl Shanquella Robinson went on vacation with her friends. And see, that's why association, it creates nations. Okay, who is in your nation? Who's in your tribe? Okay, I'm gonna consider each and every last one of y'all in my tribe. But the first thing you got to do is hit that heart me. If you have not hit your daily heart me for the day, because this TikTok now, this is not TV. Because this TikTok now, this is not TV. Don't come in here just sitting around listening to me babble. I need y'all to be tapping while I'm yapping. Everybody, let's go. Let's tap the screen. Let's get it. If you don't want to tap, please leave. I'm going to be checking down my list just like I just gave you a follow, baby. It don't take but a few minutes. I'm going to check down my list and see if y'all are active in here. If you're inactive, you finna go. You inactive. Who is this? Boss Ma, I need you to get busy, baby. I'm gonna come back and check in on you in a couple of seconds. If you don't get busy, you gotta get up out of here. Or just go ahead and do yourself a favor and go ahead and go now. Chief Go Getter, I knew you was in here busy. Let's see. You're doing pretty good. All right, let's get them shares up, buddy, and some comments. You need comments. Everybody, I'm going to give you guys words. I want y'all to make a comment out of it, copy it, and paste it over and over again. You need 100 comments to be in this live. I'm making millionaires. TikTok is a way for us all to become millionaires. 172 people in here. It's 175 and growing. All right, I do numbers all day, every day. Just like the SKV Trust, I have the Thomas Family Trust. So I can create as many trusts as I want through the to the post office. Everybody who has an email from me who is in that BCG, you should put a 1 in the chat if you have already created your customer check data, and put customer check data in the chat too. That's 3 different comments. You can copy and paste them 10 times. You're gonna put a 1 in the chat because you're already a part of the BCG, Business Customer Gateway, through the post office. Customer check data, write that in the chat. Write Business Customer Gateway in the chat so people can go looking for these things. They can Google them. They can look for them on TikTok. Y'all need to know what it is. Customer check data is very important. You're a vendor. And then I'm going to get you a vendor lockbox, a PO box, so that you can tender your payments for your bills and save your dollar bills. We're going to save all of your dollar bills because $1 money order is contingent on $1,000. This money order costs about $4 to buy. All right, we're going to say like $5. You're going to sit down for like a few minutes, fill this money order out. You're going to sign the back. You have to have an ID. So you need a passport. I need everybody in here to level up. Let's get a passport. I put passport in treason in your paperwork. I have the passport here, so we can fill that passport out right now. You can ask any questions you want about the passport. You also have to apply for a P.O. box. I got the P.O. box application right here. I got to go tomorrow to the post office and pick this information up, or you can do it online if you want. We have a change of address form here. How many of y'all did selective service at 18? If you register for selective service, you definitely need to fill out this change of address form. And you need to get control of your life. They signed you up for selective service, and they want to make it seem as if you're committing treason. Okay? But you're going to get an honorable discharge. You can go back and get a review if you had a dishonorable discharge, but you need to get an honorable discharge, and then you need to switch over because the United States government has been taken over. It's been hijacked by foreigners. And I'm finna prove it to y'all. So we're gonna do a foreign grantor's trust because we didn't grant this trust, but they did this trust without our knowledge, without our information. And most of us was born after 1815, right? So you didn't know what was going on. This shit was established in 1931. Anybody in here was born in 1931? Anybody? Nope. Just about everybody that was born in 1931, they're already deceased. If you know anybody that was born in 1931, all of those people and the people who were born before that, we need to get in contact with them while they're still alive, and we need to get them all in the same trust so they can come against the people who created this trust over in England. We still don't know all the information about it, but we do know that our birth certificates, our driver's license through the state, everything is connected to this SKB trust. Now they're using these funds because y'all don't know how to use your birth certificate and your social security card. You don't even know when you get that driver license that you're forking over all of your rights right then. As soon as you get a driver's license, you never needed a driver license. Okay, you needed the right to travel document. You needed to know that you never needed a driver license. Too late. Most everybody in here have one. So since you already have one, put a 1 cent stamp on the back of your driver license today or tomorrow before you drive anywhere else. And then we're gonna change your address from your home to the post office. And then I want you to go to the DMV and change your address to that post office. Make it private so that they can't stop your vehicles. Police cannot police you anymore. We're gonna get their power. We're gonna get our power back. Okay, we're gonna yes they do. We're gonna get our power back. And you fucking what y'all colonizers come over here lying and manipulating people. Bro, we don't need you. So go back to your country. Go back where the fuck you're from. Go back to the mountains, Flintstone. While you over here lying, talking about we always trying to make $1. That's y'all ass. I don't got to make $1 off nobody. And guess what, though? The people that's in here, they're going to donate. They're going to voluntarily give their money over. Unlike you motherfuckers, y'all be stealing people's money, taking people's money, trying to act like y'all with us and y'all are here to help and all that shit. You're not here to help nobody but y'allself because I can live without you, bro. Y'all can't live without us. It's facts. Y'all need to build these big-ass buildings and shit. We don't have to have these big old buildings. We can spend that money on something else, like food and trees. Okay? Teaching people how to have agriculture. So either you with us or you against us. Ain't no use us. Ain't no use. Sovereign citizens, that's just like y'all coming up here talking about you blacks, and that's not what we are. You sound ignorant. There's no such thing as a sovereign citizen. Doesn't even make sense. I'm a national. Okay? Correct yourself. And then go ahead and leave. I'm going to give you an opportunity. Okay? Because I'm not the one that you want to play with. Okay? All right, but you're on TikTok too. You said you're on TikTok too. You said you're on TikTok too. You said
cheeks. And so, like, anyway, long story short, our people fuck with the Jordans. These motherfuckers out there, it's about 2 of us, me and one other melanated dude. And it's about, when I got there, it's about 12, 15 of them. Like, I got there early, like 5 o'clock in the morning. But,
None of these dudes wear Jordans. None of them. They all there to buy the shit to resell it back to our community. In other words, siphon the money off our community. They don't even wear. They wear Yeezys and Dunks and all the bullshit. I brought this up to say these punk ass motherfuckers were arrogant as hell because they wanted to try to cut the line, and me and the other black dude was not having it. Y'all motherfuckers get behind us. I don't give a fuck if your friends was here. I don't give a fuck how many chairs y'all had out here. Get the fuck behind us. Yeah, you wasn't here. And everybody gonna get a pair. Why the fuck you can't go to the back of the line if everybody gonna get a pair? Fuck you and your arrogant ass ignorance. Like you're not entitled to just cut the line. You're not entitled. Man, take your ass home.
Oh no, it's because they've been watching the white tea people.
Who went to the white Jews?
You said what? The Mexicans, they try to cut the front of the line and like. I've been here since 5 o'clock this morning. Y'all got me fucked up.
Bro,
that's the fuck they got a pair for everybody. I'm not wasting no more of my time.
That should be alarm.
Something that's against the system. I mean,
one that buy, like old boy just said, the Divine Nine, it's only like motherfuckers like that. They get in position. They have an agenda. They're basically groomed to, you know what I'm saying, not do nothing for us. You know what I'm saying? That's what the position is for. You know what I'm saying? You don't look out for your own people. That's why I didn't put you there to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like one of the positions where you get pat on your head for doing a good job for somebody else.
Yeah, they put in a position to goddamn maintain the status quo.
Right. It's our own people, man. This shit is saying, man. This shit sad, bro. We could have been and done something about this, boy. On everything. Y'all done had too many people like actually get in position and support foreigners right in our motherfucking face. That's why we don't ever get shit when these people get in office.
So I got
I'm here to normalize
peace, love, and life, my beloveds. Prosperity and abundance, laughter and forgiveness, inspiration, encouragement, enlightenment. Look at the little feather king we finding, y'all. He finds feathers for me. He's so amazing. My little son is so amazing. But I send y'all all the love and light, all the prosperity and all the good things to your frequencies and all your electromagnetic waves, okay? Now, as y'all know, they didn't went on a rampage, and they didn't went on a rampage banning our ass again, okay? So when they go on a rampage,